Okay, to continue, you will notice I have made a few changes. Number one, I've set preferences so that text will be bigger in our windows. That way you can see it better. Two, I've changed my video recording area so that it will record in HD mode, and YouTube will hopefully create more clear videos for us. Three, if you will notice, I've got this little drawing area here now. Why would I do that? Well, Squeak comes with many packages you can use, and one of them is a sketch editor, for which I've created two buttons, bring to front, and now I can point to something that I've just printed out, or to something that I have just typed in. And if I want to, I can clear it and send the sketch editor to the back so I can continue typing. Okay, now, it's nice to have the ability to handle one line of code in the workspace. But what if we wanted to have two lines of code? Let's try this. Let's copy this, go to the second line, and paste. Now, let's do it. Oops, we've got an error. I'm not going to explain what the error is. It's just I happen to have a syntax error in what's going on. Now, the easiest way to correct this error is to understand that smalltalk works basically in sentences, and a sentence is ended with a period. That's one line of smalltalk code. That's a second line. Now when we do this particular bit of code, it did the first line, appended to 4, did the second line, and showed the 4 in the transcript. So, it would be nice if we could somehow have everything appearing on different lines. So let's just add a semicolon CR for carriage return. In this case, that sends the object 2 plus 2, which happens to be 4, to the transcript and shows it. Then it sends the object carriage return and shows it. Let's type this code in twice, or paste it in, and do it again. Now it typed it on the first line because there was no carriage return, did a carriage return, typed it on the second line. If we do it again, it continues to add carriage returns. Okay, great. Now let's experiment a little bit with arithmetic in Smalltalk. We know what 2 plus 2 is. What is 2 divided by 2? That is a 1. Well, what is 2.0 divided by 2? We'll do it again. Notice now I'm not going to simply keep on selecting the menu item, do it. I'm going to notice there's a D next to it. On the Macintosh, you can activate this menu item by pressing the Command key and a D. On a Windows machine, you press the Alt key and the D. Same with Print It, I, etc. All of those, you press the Command or the Alt key and then the hotkey that is next to it. So now we are going to do it, and 2.0 divided by 2 is actually equal to 1.0 instead of 1. That is because 2.0 is floating point. Smalltalk will convert everything to a floating point, that is to say a decimal number, and perform the arithmetic and output what it thinks is the best format, which happens to be decimal. Now let's do something really interesting. Let's copy this again, and this time we're going to say transcript show 1 over 2. What do we get? Do it. That bell, that bell is to warn me that I've got 5 minutes on this video. So I'll keep on going to the end of this thought and then we'll stop. Now, when we did 1 over 2 and showed it, we got 1/2. That is because Smalltalk knows what fractions are. If we had said instead 1 over 2.0, it would have said, oh, you want to divide 1 by 2.0, and it's most sensible to return a floating point answer. So let's do it, and we get 0.5. In the next video, we'll show more.